Okay, I am here and I am going to go ahead and do this unboxing of Ecuagenera that I just got. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. I've got some things to do. It's Friday, yay, TGIF, and yeah, I just got a lot to do. And the weather is crappy, but I'm sure that the rain, not the cold, is welcome. The temperature is not so good. It is going to be in the 40s pretty much for a couple days. Uh, temperatures will probably be in the 60s a few of those days, but what can I do? I do have, I'm not going to turn the heaters on, and it will just be what it will be. So this is my Ecuagenera order. I ordered this. They had some sort of maybe it was Mother's Day. Can't remember. But it was some sort of a sale. And I've been sort of holding off on Ecuagenera and decided to go ahead and do it. Um, and filling these plants, but they sat outside today. It was raining, and like I said, the high probably was in the high 50s, but we'll see. So this first one is Epidendrum Schwinfurthianum, which is a reed stem epidendrum. These things get really huge. There you can see their root. It is a species. Cannot lose that. Tag is on the outside. Very colorful species. Now look at that. There is a kiki growing on that. That's a good sign. Very good sign. See that kiki? Very good sign. Healthy plant. Looks like there's going to be some roots in there. I really like this new way that Ecuagenera is doing their plants. With inside of the bag in a uh, little plastic wrapped ball of sphagnum. The other way, when it was tightly wrapped in all of that paper, and then when you got down to the root ball, it would be just barely enough sphagnum, if any sphagnum at all, to cover the root ball. But anyway, let's just get on with the unboxing. There is some browning at the tips of the leaf. That could be any number of things, but it is actively growing at the root tip, at the apex of the cane. So that's a good sign. Right. Those are very colorful blooms, like purple and fuchsia and maybe a yellow in there. Beautiful. Okay, this is really a big plant. Oh my God. Mm. This is on my very first plant list, which is my sort of permanent wish list. This is one that I was on there, and but it was one that I just skipped over for did not even pursue it, which is kind of strange. But anyway, this is the plant. I am flabbergasted right now because of the size of it. This is Cattleya iricolor. Cattleya iricolor. This is a species, and you know what? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I am really going crazy right now because you can see what I am seeing. I am seeing sheaves. You can see why I am just losing my mind. For some reason, I've also got another plant that was on that list, which is Frag Grande. That was on my list as well with this one. And I did get a Frag Grande. I know, amazing. But this is supposedly the most fragrant Cattleya, uh, narrowly beating out Cattleya Dawiana. So hopefully we will see. Well, I'm not going to say hopefully because I know we are. Because look at that, roots coming out um, all over there, there. Well, anyway, the story about the Frag Grande was when I pulled this out, I could not imagine that this was the Cattleya because it's not known as a big Cattleya. So and then when I opened it, now you see how, without seeing the sheaves, that kind of looks like a fragment, like a frag, just from that angle, until I got down there. But that my first thought was it was mistagged and it was a Phragmipedium grande. That's the meaning of that story. But yeah, nice roots. This is going to be a success. I'm not even worried about that, not one bit. 3 sheaves. Wow. And I think I paid $15. I believe I paid $15 for that. Look at that, side by side. Man, I can just throw the rest of this away. That's it. All right. So we'll just keep. All right. I am here. I am here. I got a phone call. Sorry. Um, I had to turn my phone on airplane mode because, well, anyway, my family will be calling me. There's my aunt in California who just moved out there. Today is in, she's on life support, I guess. So I am back and I turned my phone on air mode. So hopefully I won't get cut off anymore. Okay, so the next plant that I got is Den Forbesii, and you all know that that's one of my favorites. And I was going to get one from Nat. Nat didn't have any. So that's a nice size Forbesii. Really nice. Again, I will have to put this one in water fairly quickly because it's bare root and I have to keep the roots moist. So this one will be going, and there is a sheath. So this could possibly bloom. And you know what? When I look at the sheath, through the sheath, you see that? That could be flowers. We'll see. That is Forbesii yellow. I mean, it's a white, pure white, glistening flower. It is a Laturia. And the fragrance is honey fragrance, very honey, really nice. These are some big ass plants. I gotta tell you, Ecuagenera has really stepped their game up. This is Prostechia skeptra. I had one of these, and I repotted it a couple times, and then I think I lost this when it got too cold, or maybe it rotted outside. I got 2 of these because I love this. And Spencer Aloysius, she got a couple of these, and I think she's got blooms on hers. And look at the size, amazing. And so I got 2 of these. This is just one. Looks like it's previously bloomed. There's a sheath there. Wow, way bigger than what I got the first time. Man, okay. And these were not that expensive, between 10 and 25. Okay, so that's that. This is this is a Paphenhopia, actually, Doug Kennedy, which is a cross between a Stanhopea and a Paphinia. So it's a Stanhope, it's a Yeah, it's a Stanhopeia type where and that's a nice plant. Um, this looks like it's blooming size plant because Buffinias are more cooler growing. I believe it's Buffinia. Well, I'm not sure. It's Buffinia times, I believe, Stanhopeia genishana, maybe. But anyway, the flower will be pendant either off the side or it could, like Stanhopeas, go down through the media. So this will have to be potted up in a bark, rock, charcoal mixture in a basket. That is a Puffinia, and the flower is very unique, uh, very bug-like, almost like no, it's like a dragon. It's like a red and yellow flower. That's a Puffinia. This is the other Prostechia skeptra, and this one looks more like the one that I got before, except this one's a little bigger. You can see it has previously bloomed. This one has a sheath right there, and it has a growth that's growing. Hopefully you're seeing that. I'm not too close to the camera. Yeah, there's a new growth that is still growing. There's a brown sheath. There's another growth over here, and then that's the sheath that it came with right there. That's Prostechia skeptra. Again, same as that. Beautiful plant. Wow. Do I have room for all this? Okay. Okay, so this is my Frag Grande. Frag Grande. And still very nice. Frag Grande is very big Phragmipedium. If you know Ed's Orchids, he has the most beautiful frags and pass that you'll ever see. And frags are, I would say, probably his specialty. But he has several Grandes, and this is just a pup. But very nice pup. I do have a Frag Grande it's been stalled for probably 10 years. And I think it was from this order. Or maybe I do it. I don't know. I might still have it from the order of my first wish list that I'm talking about. But anyway, there's a few growths that are coming on. So that's a nice Phragmipedium. I will have to do my research on that to try to do better with Phragmipediums because I really love the flower and I know that they take a lot of water at the roots, but I just need to get their culture down pat. Okay, this is another Gongora. This is a Stanhopeia type. Gongoras are some of my favorite genus. Of course, you know that. Look, I like little dragons on pendant spikes that hang down. Some of them could be fragrant. I'm probably not even showing you the plant. Let me pull it down here so I can show it to you. Nice roots, nice big canes. No new growth yet. Should be showing some soon. I have some that are just waking up now in the greenhouse. This is like a red flower with maybe some black, or it's a darker color, and little dragon-like flowers that are pendant. There's some fragrance to it. I think it's very sweet or pungent, maybe. Maybe there's a cinnamon. Maybe it's cinnamon, but it's some distinct fragrance. It might be cinnamon. Okay, I have two more. This is Epidendrum cristatum or Epidendrum raniferum. Now you know that. Now don't these make sense? It doesn't seem like this was a impulse buy. If you say that, I have friends that just tease me and say, "Oh, you have so many in bloom because you have so many orchids, he, and da da da." And it's like, well, I do, but there's a rational reason, and I can prove it and back it up. And I don't even have to say anything because you know that I have a dead raniferum in the greenhouse right now. And I was talking to Todd at Todd's Tropicals, and he was telling me that his is putting up new growth. So we were just talking about it today. And look, now I got one. Now I got one, and I am so happy. This is a species very fragrant. Um, Reed stem epidendrum does not like to dry out, although in the winter it does appreciate a little bit less when the new growths stop or just mature or they complete their growth. But they don't like to dry out completely, and they bloom in the late spring, early summer, and they bloom for a long time. Really nice. I am so grateful to have this. So yeah, this order has a purpose. It wasn't just a spontaneous, uh, what do you call it? A impulse buy. Okay, and this is Epidendrum compressum. Now you know I have an Epidendrum compressum that I have in the greenhouse that I got from Andy's last year. That I think it might still be in sheath, but there's a little bit of it left, and I want a little bit more to add on the mount, and so now I have more on it. There's nice aerial roots here. These like a bit of shade. They like not to be dried out. They like daily moisture. So the way that I have it mounted in the greenhouse is it's mounted on a log and then it's covered in sphagnum, so that it stays wet and moist longer. And that's compressum. So that's a species. And this is the last one, and this is Phalaenopsis pulchra, which is a species, and it gets beautiful, beautiful, dark, and it's got a spike on it. Dark, what color? They're not red. It's more like a purple, almost like a violacea type color of like a Bellina, except it's kind of more between that color, fuchsia, and there's another spike going down into, that's a spike. See that right here that I'm kind of pulling out of, this is the most dangerous thing. Sharon's going to kill me. There, it's a spike. And pulchra, I believe there's fragrance, but the flower is very heavily substance, lasts a long time, and that is a big plant. Big plant. Wow. I have to give them a tip. Anyway, folks, I have rambled on for a long time, but you can see I'm flabbergasted. And let me just go through a bit. I'll just go through them one by one, just in case any of you missed it. But this is the pulchra, Phalaenopsis pulchra, that I just pulled out. You can see the roots. Man, that's a species. Here is my Gongora quinquinervis. Nice size. They do look amazing. I have never seen any plants. Wow. This is one of my Skeptras that I got, and this is the other Skeptra, big fat thing that has sheaths on it. This is my Raniferum, Epidendrum cristatum, that I so direly need. Miss that fragrance. And then down here is the bucket list plant, wish list plant, that I'm so grateful that I waited to ignore this plant until right now, with 3 sheaths on it. Can you believe that? 3 sheaths. You will not believe it unless you see it. You see, Cattleya iricolor. Yeah, that's what it says. So stay tuned on that one. I got to tuck that in like Fort Knox. Okay, this is my Epidendrum canopsium. That's nice size canopsium that I have to add to my mounted canopsium. That's a species of Epidendrum. Then over here, this is my Phragmipedium grande that I got. Nice grande. Frag grande. Hey there, Yoshi. And then behind here is another Epidendrum. This is Schwerfurthianen. Schweinfurthianum. Nice reed stem. Epidendrum tall. And then next to that is my Paphenhopia Doug Kennedy, which is a cross between a Paphinia and a Stanhopia. And then last but not least here is my Dendrobium forbesii, a species Laturia dendrobium. And did I show you? Yeah, I did show you that one. Quinca nervus and pulchra. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. And I am going to drink my wine and sit down and stare at these plants. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you soon for more of stuff like this. Sorry, I can't even talk. I'm choked up. But anyway, enjoy your orchids. Happy weekend. I know. Bye. Thanks, Yoshi, for that Walkeriana. Bye.